The most expensive tax in the world is interest. It gets you nothing. It goes to people with money, and in our case, with the federal government, it's going to China. Thank you, sir.
Mr. DioGuardi, Jim Cambridge, Channel 13 up in Albany.
Great.
How are you, sir?
Do I repeat all that?
Yeah, just repeat everything.
Ask me a question. Let me catch my breath.
Yeah, sure. I'll throw an easy one at you. What were your feelings about what went on in there today in the selection process?
This is America at work, and I am so happy to see a convention like this where there are opposing views, where people feel strongly about candidates and issues, and we're letting the people decide. So I have my hands full with my race, and as you know, this has been a confusing process because of the top part of the ticket, and I've been waiting now for some resolution on that so we can be unified together. But my race now presents a very interesting opportunity. What is it? I won very big last Friday, more than I could have expected, 69%, but I worked right up to the end, like I'm doing right now. And that means that I've got the conservative line alone. I am almost sure I have the independence line. That's going to be next Saturday. But why can't we now all come together and not any talk of a primary or let's get back to Joe DioGuardi because of Mike Long did by having his convention first? That was not my call. That's the problem between Mr. Cox and Mr. Long because of what happened at the top of the ticket. But now we have the opportunity to bring 3 parties together, and if there becomes another party, Tea Party, there might be 4 at some point. So the point is, let's use common sense, let's come together, and let's now begin the race, the gun lap, against Ms. Gillibrand. She's the problem. She doesn't have 50% yet. She's an incumbent senator. Her negatives are almost as high as her positives. She's flip-flopped on major issues after she beat Congressman Sweeney in a relatively conservative Republican district. Now she's gone the other way. She votes lockstep with Barack Obama on stimulus and whatnot. She'll be a very easy target for me, certainly as a fiscal conservative and a social conservative. And as you can see right here, my message, they're covering my message in the back there, but let me show you the real deal. This I put in my book as the most expensive credit card in the world. This is the card that a congressman or a congresswoman uses to vote with. Many people don't realize there's a computer at the end of a row of seats. This same size is the most expensive credit card. But the difference between this and your credit card, when you get a call from Visa, MasterCharge, you know that economic reality has arrived. You'll cut spending, you might even defer a vacation. What they do with this is, they raise the debt ceiling, pass it on to the next generation. Well, I sounded this alarm in 1992. I was the Paul Revere of fiscal responsibility in writing the book, Unaccountable Congress. It doesn't add up. The new book comes out next week, The Apocalypse of Debt. We are now buried in debt, not just $12.8 trillion that the Obama administration wants to tell you. How about adding $45 trillion, what actual